Hello! Welcome back to Killer Score, the podcast that covers cult classic films with awesome soundtracks, cool composers that we believe deserve attention, and we are kicking off anime with our first episode, which is being brought to us by Richie here, the obscure Sonic OVA from the 90s.
Oh boy.
Hey everybody. As y'all can see, I am kitted out to perfection. I got my Sonic Superstars shirt here. I had this perfectly fitting cowboy hat, but then I realized...
Headphones? Yeah.
Headphones.
Yeah.
You want this?
You can put the cowboy hat on top of the headphones and look like a jackass.
I tried that already. You saw that. There, looking dapper, Mr. Morrison.
Wait, am I pulling it off right
Yeah.
You are pulling it off,
God.
my friend. All right, so...
How the fuck?
Well,
I was meant to be a cowboy in another life, I guess.
Oh god.
I'm ready to roll into town with a big iron on my hip.
hey.
Hey!
If only we were covering the Fallout show, huh?
There never was a man like my Johnny.
Anyway, it is currently anime over here at Killer Score. A little
Sorta,
bit.
kinda. I mean, we're
It's May.
It's a week and a half before Memorial Day.
It's May.
It's May.
Okay.
Aaron, let's put it this way. This wouldn't be the first delay we have.
Nope.
It definitely won't be the last either.
Nope. But as the Knuckles series has recently hit Paramount Plus, and we are...
The Sonic 3.
Yeah, Sonic 3.
Nice.
Sonic...
Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
Keanu Reeves.
Cold.
Good casting, honestly.
Yeah, Keanu with Shadow.
Keanu to Shadow. As we are rolling into that, however, I was...
The viewers aren't going to care if you go grab a jacket real quick.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm looking at the blanket though, but that means I have to move my laptop from under the blanket.
Just grab one of the plethora of jackets we have in the car.
Yeah, but we're already recording.
Do you want me to...
This...
Do you want me to cut this out?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's funny.
This isn't a professional podcast.
This is not a professional
It
podcast.
is, but it isn't.
We have professional equipment.
We are not professional.
We are not
people.
professionals.
No, we are not professional.
Anyway, as it is a big year for Sonic,
Tell us all about it, my good man.
I chose to pick an obscure 2-episode OVA from 1996, released in America in 1999, branded by ADV Films as Sonic the Hedgehog the Movie. Although said designation is a wee bit off, but we will get to that in a little bit.
We'll get to the meat and potatoes later.
This 2-episode original video animation was the product of Studio Pierrot.
Oh. That's Studio Pierrot?
Yes, Black Clover Studio Pierrot.
And Naruto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same studio.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it was Toei for reasons we'll get into later.
Distribution.
No, Sonic CD.
Ah.
We'll get
Oh my
there.
god.
But as we walk into this, I gotta ask you guys. Normally, this is where we would ask some big, overlapping, thematic, relevant question. But I'm gonna cut right to the chase. You like Sonic, guys?
No, I just wear all the Sega stuff, and I'm a Sega fanboy who just happens to not like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, I know, but the audience doesn't.
Yeah, I have very, very long experiences with Sonic the Hedgehog. One of the first games I ever played was original Sonic on my Aunt Sega Genesis. Actually, no, I think it was Sonic. It was Sonic 2. It was Sonic 2. The better one. The better one.
The best.
The best of the Genesis ones.
That and 3.
Yeah. And a lot of the early platformers. So I always had a soft spot for Sonic. I have fond memories of the admittedly flawed GameCube ports of the Dreamcast games. Look it up. There's a whole bunch of particle effects and just Dreamcast effects that don't work
on the GameCube.
On the GameCube makes the game look worse.
Oh.
Yeah, but other than that, really good ports. Really good ports. I love Chow. I've been a Sonic fan for a long time. My favorite is still SA2, but I also
you and me both, brother.
Yeah, love them Chows. But I also really like, if we're talking newer ones, of the newer ones, Sonic Generations is my favorite. And
Mania is great too.
It is. And I don't want to ramble too much about Sonic. I will say my favorite character is Shadow.
Brother?
The goth kid's favorite character.
It's,
I know.
Yeah, no.
it's weird. It's like we share a mind with Sonic. But we have the same favorite character, same favorite game.
I've never played a Sonic game in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh, wow.
I was a Mario kid.
Mario kids.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Listen, I knew who Sonic was. I just the games I played were mostly like I played some Crash Bandicoot. I played Mario.
Crash Bandicoot.
My favorite game as a kid were Spyro and Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. If you remember what that is,
I do.
I give you a high five.
I love those games.
Yeah, it's on the game. It's on the GameCube rack over there.
Yeah, we love it.
Nice little Banjo-Kazooie clones with an Australian twist.
Yeah, I love that game. That was so much fun.
Shout out to you, Oathbreaker. I love Ty Tasmanian Tiger. So
and there's also Ty 2, which I still haven't played.
Yeah, go watch the Nitro Rad videos on the Ty games. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Now, Sonic OVA. If you couldn't tell, I am a huge Sonic fan. Much like Daulton over here.
Not, because I've never played a Sonic game, but I like the movies.
I wore my Sega Dreamcast shirt yesterday.
Yeah, it's in the laundry.
Yeah.
Much like Daulton, one of my first games was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I have memories of my big brother playing it on the Genesis, but my first game was Spyro, that I played.
The first games I ever got were Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube.
Good
launch
game.
title.
Good game.
And Wave Race Blue Storm.
Oh.
Yeah, it was basically a Sea-Doo racing game. It's actually a lot of fun. There's a hack where you can make the narrator turn into an asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he doesn't swear or anything, but he's just very sarcastic.
Very sardonic.
Yes.
You know what else is a classic, underrated game of that era of consoles?
What?
Yeah?
SSX Tricky.
Oh, I fucking love SSX
3
Tricky.
was good, too.
3's really good, too.
Yeah, all those games. The Tricky games. Oh.
Tricky and SSX 3 were my two favorites.
Bring back Tricky.
Yeah, bring back Tricky.
Do a remaster. Come on.
Yeah, just do a remaster of SSX games.
Yeah, do a remaster of SSX Tricky and get the license for the licensed music.
Yeah, you need Run DMC on there.
You need Run DMC. You can't do it without the Run DMC song.
Classic.
Yeah.
Game and the song. I love Run DMC. Anyway,
And then my dad bought Blood Rain and said, "You're not allowed to play this."
Wow. I wonder why. Anyway.
I was 6. Or 7.
And he was in...
Yeah.
And he was in his 30s.
40s.
Yeah, that tracks. Anyway. So, this OVA has a pretty long and complicated history in terms of its legacy in the greater Sonic canon. Originally, this OVA started out as a pilot for a full-fledged Sonic anime by Pierrot. And it was actually officially produced by SEGA.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I hope they would officially produce it.
You get some weird stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you get some weird illegal shit. Or semi-legal. Like, we asked one guy and he said it was okay, but we didn't get permission from the company. You know what happens.
Yeah.
Yep. So, went through kind of a weird evolution in terms of where it ended up and how it ended up promoting Sonic in the grand scheme of things.
All right.
Yeah.
SEGA and Studio Pierrot produced this 2-episode thing together, and it was originally released on VHS.
It was the 90s. It was the 90s.
In the
How
90s.
are we watching this, by the way?
There's actually a free version of it remastered on YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sonic fans, who I won't bring the link to because I don't want to snitch on you.
Yes.
You know, shit, I do have a VCR at my parents' house somewhere.
Yeah, but we would have to buy the VHS.
I got a fuckload of VHS tapes. You want to watch Austin Powers 2?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Not the movie I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid.
Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. Anyway, originally it was split into 2 episodes on VHS. First part being called Journey to Eggman Land, and second part being called very succinctly Sonic versus Metal Sonic.
Okay.
It of course didn't make it to the full series due to eventual licensing issues, but it made it onto the Sega Saturn Sonic game compilation, Sonic Jam.
Sonic Jam.
Oh yeah.
The one with that 3D.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
That actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's pretty rare though.
It's super rare because Sega Saturn. Why were you biting the microphone?
No, I was biting your arm because it was in my face.
Oops.
I was like trying to scratch my eyebrow and I had to like finagle around your arm.
Oops. So, a couple years after the release, in 1999, ADV Films, the seminal production company that saw to a lot of English dubs and localizations of anime, put the OVA out as a singular movie, because even at full length, it just barely squeaked into feature-length territory. Just barely 60 minutes.
59 and a half.
59 and a half.
Wait, am I right?
Well, 54, but
Okay, that's not okay.
it's your version is funnier.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
So, interestingly enough, the ADV English release of this coincided just 2 days before the release of the Sega Dreamcast Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that. I did know that.
Yes. And I bring up the fact that Sega produced it because the art style that you might have seen from the OVA and the characterization of some of the characters is kind of where the similarities end, because they went in a completely different direction narratively and setting-wise.
Yeah, I do know that too.
Quick synopsis, it involves... What?
We're both rubbing our right
No,
eye.
we both had something in our eye at the same time.
And we were both rubbing the right eye at the same time.
You guys have one mind sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So...
We finish each other's
Sentences?
Yep.
I was going to say sandwiches.
That's just a Frozen reference.
Anyway,
I would have to say my favorite.
Dog.
Cat.
Banana.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Orange.
Apple.
And you guys thought this would be too short. Anyway.
Apple.
Anyway. If I have to...
Lemonade.
Shut the hell up, Daulton!
Does he kiss you so your
your
lips
lips
explode?
So, film takes place in a different setting with essentially the same characters. You got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Dr. Robotnik / Eggman, but it has a different setting.
Lyle.
So, it's not
Your
called...
neighbor's ex-husband?
How funny would it be if there was a Sonic character just called Lyle?
Oh, I thought we were still doing word association. You said
No,
Lyle,
how would
like
it-
your
how-
neighbor's ex-husband?
What would you do if there was a Sonic character that was called Lyle? He was just like a normal, like kind of like animal guy. Like he didn't have special abilities. He was just like in a polo shirt and like pants.
Just like a
Just
little...
a cat in a polo.
Yeah.
Cat.
It's like, come on, Lyle, we're going on an adventure. I don't know, Sonic. I kind of got some things to do.
I'm just imagining that joke
I
we were
got
talking about.
I got some laundry to do.
In that abandoned house, we imagine like a raccoon sitting on the couch with a newspaper.
Anyway,
Lyle the raccoon.
so
I love raccoons.
yeah, set in a planet, not Mobius, by the way.
Just a
Morbius?
The setting, no, Mobius is the name of the original planet
Oh,
that
shit.
Sonic is set on.
Oh.
It's called Planet Freedom.
Planet Freedom.
A little,
Whoa! I see what they did there.
huh?
Freedom Planet.
Oh, precursor to Freedom Planet.
Yeah, the Sonic successor, like the Sonic, the heavily Sonic inspired indie game.
Oh,
Freedom Planet. Yeah.
I was gonna say Freedom Fries.
So,
Freedom ain't not free.
The setting they came up with for this movie is actually kind of innovative and stuff, as we'll get into, but the legacy of this movie is kind of weird. When it came out, critics were mixed on it.
I can imagine.
With some people claiming, not wrongfully, that the music and the art direction were spot on.
Okay.
Like, the electronic music for this OVA
Is it
was...
like Eurodance? Kind of?
Nah, it's more Japanese.
Okay. La,
It
la,
do-
la, la, la.
It does sound like...
I love that song.
Yeah, ATC.
Yeah.
I'm at such risk in these episodes.
You really are.
All the
'Cause we're
time.
both in a good mood today.
You're both in a good mood. So, the music was done by Mitsuhiro Tada. I hope I'm saying that right.
Ta-da!
You are an asshole. Both of you are assholes.
Yes, we know.
Mitsuhiro Tada, who composed for... Oh, actually,
He has an Instagram.
a couple of things. He did some of the theme song arrangement for Gundam Wing.
Oh,
and
okay.
Daulton, this one's for you. He also did the theme music for Golden Boy.
Oh,
shit.
That's awesome.
I like that show. It's
That's actually a really fucking funny
It
anime.
is a funny show.
it's perverted as shit, but
Oh
it's
yeah, it's perverted as shit, but it's really fucking funny.
writers everywhere. Watch that anime if you want to write a chivalrous pervert character.
Yes.
Yes.
That is how you write a pervert with a heart of gold.
Sometimes my brain thought of Johnny Bravo.
But you see, Johnny Bravo wasn't as sympathetic as
That's true. He
Quintana.
was just kind of an asshole and he ate wax fruit one time.
Yeah, and the joke was that he always got kicked.
He always
kicked
got
in
his
the
ass kicked.
Well, it's funny. The writers said Johnny canonically does pull a lot,
What?
but the joke of the show is we only ever see him when he fails.
Oh.
Like out.
Isn't he... I heard someone say that Johnny Bravo's canonically like 16 or 17.
What?
That was a joke, but
Gotcha.
canonically he has had sex.
Yeah.
Because there is an episode where, like, he gets thrown into a volcano as a virgin sacrifice,
Oh, and it spits him out.
and it spits him out.
Nah.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny.
Shout out to Jeff Bennett, by the way. Love him.
Yeah.
He was fucking fantastic in that. Anyway, so this movie, critics were split on it. Some people claiming, art direction, music, perfect. Others, rightfully though, said that the story was sandwiched into a much too short movie. There was too much going on, and the voice acting. Oh God, the English voice acting.
Can we do a fan dub of this but make it better?
I mean,
It's not a bad idea.
It's
It
not a
isn't.
bad idea, but can I tell you something, Erin?
Oh boy.
I don't want. You're my
You
friend.
don't want to be associated with it?
No. That's not the thing. I wouldn't want you voicing Sarah because you're my friend, and I wouldn't want you to have to scream at the top of your lungs 75% of your dialogue.
I mean, I screamed into your microphone like 3 times.
or
Once.
No, 3 times.
get
Yeah, but
another-
on one occasion.
get another voice actress to do that.
To be Sarah?
Yeah.
By the
No,
way,
what you do is you just get Mel Bush and then just intercut it.
so, quick synopsis of the film. It takes place in Planet Freedom, where Dr. Robotnik apparently lost control of his robots in the dark dimension of this weird setting.
Okay.
And
I know I did that.
he tasks Sonic and Tails to stop his evil counterpart Metal Robotnik from taking over. But
Oh no.
spoiler alert, Dr. Robotnik isn't being entirely truthful, Daulton.
No shit.
No way.
So
He's
so the whole thing actually is a plot to get Sonic into some DNA scanner so that he can activate his cybernetic clone, Metal Sonic.
Gasp.
Gasp.
la,
Yes.
la, 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 la.
Why do you have that so...
I don't know. It's stuck in my head. Hey, it's better than that parody of "Baby I Love Your Way" from Ricky Stenicki.
Wait.
Do I really look good in this cowboy hat?
You do.
You do.
That's weird. That's weird.
My God, you look like Heath Ledger.
Heck yeah.
Gay cowboys. Here we go.
Okay. So, movie's legacy was as a fan-only curiosity.
Why can't I quit you?
Oh.
I had to do the reference.
Erin,
You had to do the Brokeback Mountain reference.
you just had Erin fucking like, whoa. She was just like, I'm married to this. Anyway.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the longest time, this movie was sort of a side curiosity of Sonic fans due to the poor sales and the licensing issue. Discotheque Media was going to make new copies of this recently.
Right.
But, I'm gonna see if you can guess the reason why they never...
Hentai.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding.
Try and guess the reason why Discotheque Media couldn't get the license for Sonic. It might surprise you.
Licensing issues?
But in particular, you'd think this is Sega being like... Because Sega is very protective of its image of Sonic.
Oh.
But that's not the reason why they couldn't license this. The reason...
What would it be?
...is that they actually completely lost crucial documents when it comes to the licensing of the soundtrack and the voice actors from the Japanese version.
Wow.
Literally, all this got fucked over because someone lost paperwork.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
That's the true story.
The true story is some jackass lost some paperwork, and now we have a problem.
Thankfully, however, there is, as I've established, a remastered copy of the movie up on YouTube. Thank you once again, curators. And I have fond memories of this when I watched it as a kid, because my grandparents actually got a VHS copy of it when I was little. But I'll warn you now, to call it a mixed bag is generous. The voice acting is as terrible as everyone says. And weirdly enough, this movie's tone is a little confused. Because
I can see that. Because it came out after Sonic CD, and like they were getting into the Genesis era. I mean, the Dreamcast era.
Dreamcast.
But here's the thing. Even the marketing seemed confused. ADV wisely put it in like the younger teens category. Yeah, like 13 and up.
Yeah.
But for as colorful and as childish as the voice acting can be, there's a lot of pervy innuendos in this OVA. There's a human female character that is the subject of a lot of fan servicey moments.
Oh boy.
And I gotta warn you, a lot of unwanted attention from Eggman.
Yeah. Bad touch.
Hey,
Stranger danger.
I made this mistake for Explorers. I'm not doing it again.
Sex, baby, sex is text.
Oh my god.
But
I was joking about bad touch. You didn't have to say Bloodhound Gang.
So despite the fact that this was all but buried by a mixture of incompetence and dissociation from the rest of the franchise, this movie has its fans. And some of those fans seem to include the production staff of the Knuckles show that recently came out on Paramount+.
Oh.
Because, and this is where the relevant part comes in, they let Knuckles wear the cowboy hat.
Yeah, which is in a lot of art of him.
It is a badass hat.
It is.
I mean, he looks good in cowboy hats. Why not?
He does.
It was meant to be like a thing to fit his treasure hunter aesthetic.
Yeah.
There are different rumors as to why it is. Some people say it was an Indiana Jones homage. Other people say...
He wore a fedora, though.
Wider brimmed fedora.
It's a wide brim fedora.
But other people say it's because they mixed his characterization with the obscure side character Fang the Sniper.
I could see that, because Fang's got that hat.
He's got the
The hat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite a cowboy hat. It's like a hunter's hat.
Close enough, though.
Close enough.
He's got an Outback hat, essentially.
Yeah.
But
He's got a hat.
he's got a hat.
He's got a hat.
Seriously, how are you pulling that off?
Oh.
Anyway.
It's kind of hot, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Noted.
I'm taking that back, though, sadly. That hat is mine.
Erin just gave me the most devastated look ever.
Hi, everybody. Glad you were able to see that. Anyway.
This is no longer PG-13 rated.
No, it is not.
We said fuck too many times already. This is no longer PG-13.
We say fuck all the time on this show.
You sure you want the hat back?
And screening. And we're back.
Hi.
We're back.
Uh-huh.
We're back here on Killer Score after watching Sonic. We're back here on Killer Score after watching Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. No, not that one. Also known as Sonic OVA. Also known as How Not to Do a Video Game Adaptation. There are.
Wait, should we go back into this in the spirit of the film? We just finished watching the Sonic OVA.
Oh my god, yeah!
So, there will be things that I have to praise about this movie, and hopefully I'll be joined in that here and there. But ultimately, this movie is wrecked for me by two things. One,
oh my god, yeah!
One is the well, three things actually. One, the idiocy of my co-hosts. Two is the aforementioned inconsistent tone that seems a whole bunch of body sex jokes in the middle of Sonic. And the third is the obnoxious, grating, terribly directed dub. Mm-hmm. Bowie has thoughts about this movie too, apparently.
He does.
But,
yeah, he's coming into the frame.
In fact, he's coming into the frame to say
hello.
Hi, Bowie.
Oh, he's gonna follow the microphone.
Say it.
Hey, Bowie.
Say
Bye,
it,
Bowie.
Never mind.
Alright.
He's all cord.
Oh no, he's playing with the microphone.
No, it's okay.
Bowie.
It's low to the ground.
All right.
Anyway, Erin, what did you think?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
What, that meow?
That meow. That's what I thought. A very pleasant meow from a Bowie. No, this movie fucking sucks. I'm sorry, I can't be nice about this.
It's fine.
The soundtrack it sounded like Persona music, which is not a bad thing. The music in Persona is actually really fucking good.
Some of the best game music, in my opinion, ever.
It just sounds like, I don't want to say copycat Shin Megami Tensei music, because this came out because it predates Shin Megami Tensei, but Shin Megami Tensei did it better.
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like Sega arcade game music.
Oh yeah,
like Outrun, Golden Axe, that kind of stuff.
And like those drum
Final Fight.
Especially Final Fight.
Yeah, it's got big Final Fight vibes.
Although that's Capcom, but you get it.
But
see,
yeah, it's got big.
I didn't hate the music. I was just for how many electronic drum fills there were in there, I was expecting to hear Phil Collins at several points.
Oh, we scared Bowie away. Sorry, Bowie.
Sorry, Bowie. I know you don't like Phil Collins or Genesis.
I tipped my cowboy hat to you, Bowie.
Peter Gabriel's the better.
Hey Dalton, what did you think?
No. Whoever was working on this should have stopped in the recording booth and went, "What am I doing?
What am I doing?" Should I just? Oh, Bowie just yawned. No. My take. Here's my take. It's not even a hot take. It's like the coldest of takes.
Yeah, it's cold.
This is ice cold. It's cooler than being cool.
Ice cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
This movie, I can hold the mic if you want.
Yeah, you got it.
I have the mic. Okay, so this movie, I barely count it as a movie, because it's in that weird place between short film and Bowie's Playing with the Toes, and it's really fucking cute. No, he's, sorry, I'm gonna distract my goddamn cat. So I barely count this as a movie because it's in between short film and feature film.
Yeah.
if it's less than an hour and 10 and over like 50 minutes, it's in that weird in between.
Yeah.
Bowie, quit scratching. Oh, he's scratched. I think he's trying to get in the box.
Well, so that's 2 people messing with me in my life. Speaking of, Nate! Give your thoughts while I protect myself real quick.
Yeah, go check on the cat.
Okay, buddy. Hang on.
Yeah, close it up.
Yeah, anyway, so, I feel like some of the animation is redeeming.
Yeah. Some of it looks pretty flashy.
Some of it is pretty flashy, but flashy doesn't mean substance.
Yeah, well, some of it looks good, you know? Like,
I mean,
Sonic's running looks good.
Sonic's running does look good. I will give it that.
Yeah.
Is it top tier? Absolutely not. But I give the animation a B. A flat B.
B.
Yeah. Is it best? Is it S tier? God, no.
Oh, no.
Is it the worst animation I've seen? Absolutely not. It's very mid.
There are times, admittedly, where they repeat frames.
Yeah, they repeat scenes.
Yeah.
As I said, music, I feel like Persona Shin Megami Tensei did it better. The voice acting.
Oh, God.
I want to push everyone off a goddamn cliff.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only one who I thought did a passable job.
Don't say Sonic.
No. What? I have taste.
Fair enough.
Anyway. Within reason. Anyway. So, the only one who I thought did a pretty decent job was Edwin Neal as Robotnik. Fun fact for all of you horror fans out there. That is the hitchhiker from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's Edwin Neal.
Yeah.
I thought he did a pretty good job, and he did an awesome job at laying the framework for Robotnik voices to come.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think Bowie's on the stove again.
Like, he did good. Everyone else is goddamn dreadful. Tails is shrill and sounds like he has a head cold at all times. Sonic
has upper respiratory infection. Sonic can't decide where he is from. And I don't even mean that in a fun way, like in
Highlander.
I mean, he actually has no idea where he's from. He's jumping between accents. Like, I heard New Orleans Yat dialect, and then I heard, like...
British.
And I heard, like, British Australian.
Strange, isn't it?
I heard, like, British Australian.
Irish.
Kind of Irish, kind of South African.
Yeah. A little bit.
I don't get it. Sarah is the worst character I've seen put to fiction in a long time.
Oh, yeah, she
is the mix between, Sarah... Oh, I can hold it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be there a while. Sarah is the mix between the shrill, annoying character and bad touch. Yeah. Like, Sarah is very much a character who's there to kind of be exploited.
And terrible fan service.
And the worst fan service. Like, I say the worst fan service because you can tell she's supposed to be a teenager. Yeah. Which is very yikes to begin with. And then there's some scenes where Richie said, "Look away."
I warned you, and you didn't.
Because I was like, how bad can it be? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It's really bad.
So there's that, and the closest... I said Edwin Neal is probably the best voice actor. And then the only one who's semi-tolerable is Bill Wise, and even then, his Knuckles voice is basically like, hey, they wanted Rob Paulson, but didn't have the budget.
Who voiced the owl guy? I like the owl
Charlie
guy.
Campbell, I believe his name is.
I liked Charlie Campbell.
I like the owl guy. Whoops.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the owl guy, because Dalton's weird affection for him is...
Well, first of all, he's an owl. He's a bit absent-minded. He has bad eyesight, but he's very intelligent and very friendly.
Yeah, I wonder why I relate to that. All I needed was a book. All he needed
I
was
mean,
a
he
book.
probably reads in his spare time.
He probably does.
He was probably reading on that beach chair that he had.
He was stripped out to the nines too. He had fucking style.
Did you have a skateboard at any point in your life?
I did.
Okay, you
I
are the
did.
owl.
Did you skate?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a kid in the early 2000s or late 90s, you had a skateboard. I feel like it was just kind of like a rite of passage with busting your ass on a skateboard.
Yeah. Hey, you can call that the Tommy Tallarico injury.
Yeah.
His mother was very proud. Sorry.
His mother's very proud for busting his ass on a skateboard.
I think this one actually broke him.
It's so boring. I don't want to give it a response. Like that movie just felt like
you were literally like you're doing.
I'm playing a mobile game right now.
You're
just
playing.
because
You don't want to acknowledge the movie.
Yeah, this movie sucks. It's bad. Here, I let me actually do my job on this podcast.
What a grand idea.
Shut up. You brought this to the table. You brought the most mediocre piece of shit film to the table. Like, what was I supposed to do? This was just people yapping. Like, it needs time to breathe.
It doesn't have time to breathe.
And there's no time to breathe. Everyone's at 11 constantly.
The Speed Racer comparisons.
Yeah. If you've ever seen an old episode of Speed Racer or a parody of the old episodes of Speed Racer, that's just the Sonic OVA.
I'm going to say something kind of controversial,
Please.
maybe.
I haven't seen Speed Racer either. It's fine.
Say what you will about Speed Racer. The performances were actually more natural.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I want to spotlight something because it's clear that my co-hosts have lost complete interest in this movie.
Yes.
Yep.
Peter Fernandez, somebody give that man a documentary or something
Sure.
about, you know who that is, right?
No.
No.
Peter Fernandez voiced Speed Racer and Racer X.
Yeah.
And he did the localization for Speed Racer back in the day.
I did not know that. That's actually pretty cool.
In fact, he was one of the first Americans to get studios into the idea of localizing Japanese animation.
That's pretty cool.
And also, any Courage the Cowardly Dog fans?
Yeah. Okay.
He voiced half the villains in those too.
Oh, nice.
And he outright said that was some of his favorite work ever.
Oh, that's cool.
Honestly, like, that guy, we might not have had as many dubs as we do today without him setting the precedent.
Fair enough.
Even if it is dated and cheesy.
What does he have to do with this movie?
We were comparing Sonic the Hedgehog to Speed Racer and saying...
Oh, so he has nothing to do with this movie.
Oh, nothing. But, again, what else is there to say? This movie is...
Absolute dog shit garbage dump fire.
Oh, no good movie. Daulton no like.
Again, soundtrack, though.
I mean, the soundtrack's good.
I like the soundtrack. Soundtrack's really good. It's
Soundtrack.
really good.
I'll give the soundtrack a B-.
It reminds me of an old Sega arcade game in the best ways, and I love it for that.
Bit of New Jack Swing beats in there.
Feels very nice.
Oh, another Sega franchise.
Yeah, very nice.
I was a
Very nice.
Nintendo kid. Sorry.
Knights is a flying platforming game starring
Another Yuji Naka project, basically.
Yeah. It's
I'm just kind of here on this episode, to be honest. I'm just kind of here.
You and me both.
Yeah, but at least you have some like knowledge of Sonic.
of Sega.
I do.
And Sega. You're wearing a Genesis shirt, for fuck's sake.
I do. I have a Sega Genesis shirt on.
Why do you make that hat work so well?
Yeah, I don't
why
know, man.
do you make that?
I don't know, but I do like it. I do like the fact that make this hat work so well.
Everybody in the comments, go ahead and tell me whether or not I should let him keep that, because I did like that hat. It fit my head, but I think
Fit my head.
it did. Do you know how hard it is for me to find a Stetson that fits me?
You're supposed to get them fitted.
You have to buy a custom. You have to buy the custom.
You have to get them fitted.
Yeah, I did. I got it fitted, and even then, Sometimes
Then-
it gets a
then
little
ju-
tight.
Then it just doesn't work for
Then
you.
it just doesn't fit.
That particular one, I guess. I gotta get another.
Guess so.
Yeah, get one next size up.
The pop filter.
Pop.
This movie is making us concentrate more on pop filters than on itself.
Concentrate more on Dalton's hat
And a mobile game.
and a mobile game and a cat
Yeah.
who is currently. I don't even know what he's doing right now.
Whatever
As long as he
wants.
doesn't get on the laptop. Okay, he's not going on the laptop. That's fine.
He did that before, remember?
Yeah,
Whatever he wants, he's a good boy.
he is a good boy. He does
He's a
what he
good
wants.
kitty. I do love Bowie, and he's very soft and very cuddly.
He is. He might sit on your lap one day if he decides he wants to like you.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
He has before, you jerk.
Yes.
That's true. He likes you. He's not gonna sit on your lap yet, but he likes you.
Eventually.
I feel like if you were in this house by yourself with him for like a day, he would be on your lap.
Yeah, one day.
One day. Actually. Oh wait, no, we didn't move in yet. Never mind.
What?
What?
No, I was thinking about. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about this in the podcast.
Yeah, let's
I
not.
was talking about the plumbing day.
Anyway.
Doesn't talk about plumbing. That's a very boring subject.
Plumbing.
So yeah,
what the fuck is up with your filter?
This filter is evil. Anyway,
Seriously?
It keeps hitting me in the boob. I don't like it.
I'm sorry. Oh my god! The pop filter is turning into this movie!
Yeah. It really is. It's very much a bad touch pop filter.
Sorry. You know what? I'll slap
I'm looking
it.
at you. I'm looking at you, pop filter. You hit me in the tip one more time, you're going out the goddamn window.
Yeah, this is a movie.
It
Yeah.
isn't. I don't call it. It's not a short film.
What do you even call it?
It's not a feature film.
It's an OVA.
Just call it a fucking OVA and
OVA.
call it a day.
Yeah, ADV, I'm just gonna say this, I don't know, Jim,
from
or, Brett Weaver, that's another guy. Brett, all you guys, I love you. Your original dub of Ava is way better in my opinion, if only
Yes.
for the script. But you clearly used all of your resources on Ava. You were not... Hey, Dalton.
I'm still cold.
It's funny you should mention Jaleel White earlier.
Oh, God.
This
That
was...
was like the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
This was the first English Sonic media to not have Jaleel White voicing the character.
Wow, that's actually kind of surprising.
And Jaleel White was better.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
I agree.
I feel like he kind of...
My ass crack is better than the voice actor for Sonic. No, that's too mean. That was really fucked up. to say.
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance?
None. I'm just saying, the voice actor, the Sonic.
It's terrible.
I feel like if he, I don't want to shit on the actor himself. I want to shit on the performance.
The
and
direction...
Yeah,
Direction and performance.
Definitely.
Do not shit on the person. Shit on their performance and direction.
Voice actors over here. We're with her.
Indeed.
Yep.
Yes. That... Don't shit on the actors. I'm sure Martin
They're
Burke...
trying their best.
I'm sure Martin Burke is a
Definitely
nice
trying their
fella.
best. Definitely trying their best, that's for sure.
And I'm sure Bill Wise, who did Knuckles, enjoyed his time on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Yeah.
Wait, he was on that?
Yeah.
Who did he play?
He was one of the teachers.
Oh, okay. Was he the woodshop teacher?
I'm going to have to Google that after.
It'd be very funny if he was the woodshop teacher.
The voice actors
Why
show
would
up
that be
in
very
Weird...
funny?
The woodshop teacher was fucking insane.
Ah,
Like
So-
he sawed his hand off in one episode.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have officially lost him. Dalton, I'm sorry.
What can I say? This movie, it's like, it's just disappointing. Like, I feel like a parent that has a kid with a lot of potential, and then they just come home and they just completely fuck up like their grade for the semester, and I'm just like, what
I'm
happened?
not angry. I'm just disappointed.
What happened, buddy? You want to talk?
The soundtrack, it was so good, and the animation wasn't that bad.
But everything else, we're gonna have to talk about this.
You know,
You need a tutor.
Yeah.
you know what this needed? And I know you're...
Anything? Substance?
I don't know why my brain said cheesecake.
And by... What?
I don't know why my
I
brain...
mean, it kind of had that, just not in a good way.
Ah!
You know what? That alone made this podcast worth it.
You know what? You know what the best part
That
is?
was the most horrific sound I could make. Ah!
That's gonna be gift forever.
Yes, it will.
Wait, let me ask you something, Dalton. Is it GIF or GIF?
It's GIF because it stands for graphical interface.
Yeah.
It's not
Anyone who
GIF.
tells you otherwise is lying to you.
Really?
Or just a dumbass.
Yeah.
I've heard other people say a third.
They're stupid.
Yeah.
No.
Ignore
There's.
them.
Do you want to know what people said? And I'm pretty sure this is just to troll us and divide us further.
What, queef?
Yif.
Okay, I know in certain languages a G is a Y. English is not one of them. Even if you're saying the word euro. Because that's Greek for a sandwich.
It do be.
It's a Greek sandwich.
So,
Can we go now?
Can we go home now? I mean,
you guys are home!
yeah, I know.
I know. And it's painful that I'm at my home doing a
This.
podcast episode on this. Like, what am I supposed to say about it other than, yeah, it sucks. I wouldn't recommend you to watch it.
Don't watch
Look
it.
up the score. That's all I'll say about it.
Yeah, YouTubers, by the way, have...
Who did the score?
It's like I said, the guy who did the theme music for Gundam,
Oh, yeah, you're right. The
for
Gundam
Gundam
guy.
Wing and Golden Boy.
What was his name again?
What was his name?
Bringing it up again.
Bring up the Wikipedia article.
Did you not make notes?
I did. I was bringing up notes.
Okay.
Stop biting my arm.
No, I'm biting the microphone this time. It was also in my mouth.
Mitsuhiro Tada.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ta-da. Yeah, that guy.
That guy.
That guy.
Mitsuhiro Tada.
Ta-da.
Um,
You can't take us anywhere.
I can't.
Sounds like
You know what the
something.
worst part is? These jokes are like 10 times funnier than the slapstick in this movie.
Yeah.
So that tells you everything you need to know about why you shouldn't watch this movie.
Dalton, I'm so sorry.
No, it's alright.
Sometimes we show stinkers.
Yeah. And honestly, the reason you're probably the first question on your mind, Dalton.
Sure.
Why?
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, who, what, where, when, why, how.
Putting that
Cat again.
popsicle.
Hi, Bowie.
Hi, Bowie. Do you want to give us all your thoughts and feelings, bud?
He's apprehensive.
I don't think he likes it very much.
Yeah, I don't think he likes
I think
my
he just wants to chew
microphone.
on the mic cord.
You can't, buddy. You can't do that. That's
Electrically charged.
yeah. Also,
I
no.
don't want to get zapped.
Yeah, you don't want to get zapped. So, in all honesty, as much of a failure as this OVA was,
Yes.
and it was a failure,
Yes.
I believe in the value of obscure, failed media, of weird adaptations. I believe in the legacy of even things that have major flaws.
Yeah, because it shows you how not to do it.
It shows you how not to do it.
Yeah.
And also, you said it yourself, Dalton. The soundtrack kind of was a prototypical Sonic Rush in a way,
Yeah.
with all the hip hop sampling.
Yeah, and it reminded me a lot of just later Sonic stuff.
Yeah. And again, for all this movie's flaws, there's one thing we cannot deny the legacy of just because of recent Sonic media.
Cowboy Knuckles.
That fucking cowboy hat.
Knuckles.
Hence the hat. Now you
Hence
know
the
why
hat.
I'm wearing the hat.
I don't know why we have the hat. Well, we have the hat for another reason, but
Yeah.
why the hat's in this episode. I wasn't saying for that reason. Get your mind out of the fucking gutter, you perv.
Sir, get your mind out of the gutter.
You were
I
the
was
one.
saying it was a gift.
You were the one who made the joke earlier.
Yeah, but I can change my mind on things.
It just takes
Oh yeah, we can't sing it.
Copyright?
There we go.
works.
I think that covered us.
This.
I mean, technically, if you put in kazoo, you can't get copyright strike.
True.
Wait, kazoo?
Yeah.
That's the specific loophole?
I mean, there's no specific loophole, but kazoo sounds so ridiculous that no one's gonna sue you.
Yeah, no one's gonna
It's
want to
like
claim
that and a
that
slide whistle.
because nobody wants to claim it.
Literally, I've heard like a Guns N' Roses cover on the sitar and bongos, and I got a copyright strike.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It's also kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I got a really weird YouTube rabbit hole one night, where literally I was just looking at weird instrument covers of classic rock songs.
I like the video that makes it look like the guy's playing Careless Whisper on kazoo, but he starts coughing up blood.
Oh my fucking god!
That's real?
Yeah.
Wait, hey Dalton, do we put that one Discord chat that you and I had when we were talking about how I was warning you about the direction of this movie? And how I was saying Sonic has about 5 different accents.
No.
And then,
No, don't put it.
I won't put it up, but can I at least tell you what had me fucking spinning in my chair?
Sure.
When you're laughing at? I'm like, he has 5 different accents. Irish, Scottish, Southern American, Californian, Irish, Scottish. And then Dalton responds to me, he's Sonic McCloud.
Yeah. The only thing, Sonic McCloud has an excuse.
Connor has an excuse.
Connor McCloud also has an excuse.
Yeah.
He's from lots of places.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't know what else we have to say
Yeah.
about this. We've been going on for almost an hour.
So that
just
was-
shit talking this movie.
Yeah. I don't like doing that, but yeah, in
There's
some
not much to
cases.
talk about. This movie just sucks.
Yeah, boo. Boo. Boo
Boo.
to this film.
2 thumbs down.
Thankfully, anime is pretty much destined to go up from there. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's
how
only-
much lower can you go?
Never asked that question.
But seeing as how I am not in charge this time, I think I'm going to leave it to the one who is next on the rotation.
Take it over.
I'm gonna keep biting you if you put your finger near me again.
Why? I was just pointing. Anyway, Erin, take it away.
Anyway, so it's getting close to Memorial Day, and what most Americans, at least on the coast, do on Memorial Day, go to the beach. Big part of going to the beach is surfing. Doesn't matter where you are, you will see surfers on the beach in the water on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So, I figured, what's more appropriate than watching an anime that's kind of about surfing,
Yeah.
but also about a lot of other things.
Ooh.
Next episode, we're covering Masaki Yuasa's Ride Your Wave.
Yeah.
Nice.